Hello, everyone. I just wanted to talk about one of the lies of this world. How many times have you been told that you can't do something or you won't amount to anything? I just wanted to touch on this today. The fact that the world will continue to try to limit your potential and label you and put you in a box. And I just want to give two brief stories of that. Different in nature, but ultimately the same result. One was when I was younger. I lived in a small town. I have three brothers and three sisters. There's six siblings. I'm the youngest of seven, and I have a different dad. But when I was born, I was given my brothers and sisters' dad's name. I lived in a small town, so my mom's logic was that it would save her from some of the shame of having another kid out of wedlock and with a different guy. Okay, so whatever. I was given another name. And I remember even as a young kid, I was in a store of some sort and somebody said, "Is that a Von Sprecken boy?" Because that was my name. And I remember hearing the other lady say, "No, that's a Schneider boy." And I knew what that meant. Even at a young age, I knew what it meant to be a Schneider boy because my dad him and his brothers in that small town were very mean and got in fights and got in trouble. And I knew what that meant to be a Schneider boy. And for a good share of my life, I lived up to that expectation. And there's a situation where somebody with no impact on my life at all, I let dictate a good share of the way I conducted myself. It wasn't until years later I realized I didn't have to live that way. I allowed them to put me in a box and I lived and acted a certain way. And it wasn't until a long time later that I finally was able to break out of that. And the other story is of my wife. When she was out of high school, she went to work at a bank as a teller, and my wife is very energetic and enthusiastic and fun to be around and laughs a lot, and she's got a very infectious laugh, and people love being around her. But the problem is they painted her as a kind of an airhead, which couldn't be further from the truth. My wife is extremely intelligent. But because she is so giggly and laughs a lot and silly and energetic, enthusiastic, they painted her a certain way. And as a result, she got passed over many times for promotion. So when she ended up getting a different job with another industry altogether, she determined that she was not going to allow that same thing to happen to her. So she fought against her personality of being, just who she was because she didn't want to be labeled that way and put in a box. And my message to you is that if you are that person where you have had a counselor or a parent or a friend or whoever tell you that you won't amount to anything or you're no good or you can't do this or you can't do that, you're making a decision. You're making a conscious or subconscious decision to let them limit your potential and label you and put you in a box. And I'm telling you that you don't have to do that. You have the ability and power to either let them shackle you into that label and limit your potential, or you can break free of that, and the choice is yours. Now, a lot of people, for example, let's use weight, where somebody has been told, "Oh, you're going to be overweight your whole life," or "I'm overweight, I guess, I got, this genetic thing," and we concede that we're not going to be able to lose weight. And that's just an example. It can apply to anything, but the ultimate point is that you are making the decision to let that limit your potential. Okay, and to lose weight in our scenario or example, or whatever the case may be, to break out of that is just a wish. You see the difference? I wish I could lose weight. I wish I could get my degree. I wish I could do this. I wish I could do that. You see, it's all a wish, but when it gets done, it's a decision. It's a decision to not let people limit your potential, to not let people tell you what you're capable of. It's a decision that I will do this whether you think I can or not. You are making a decision to change the attitude and the course of your life to do what you want to do and fulfill your dreams. So the choice is yours. But you got to ask yourself, is it a wish or is it a decision? Because if it's just a wish and you technically have made a decision to let others limit your potential, you need to break out of that and decide for yourself that no, I'm not going to be in bondage to what other people have put me in, but I'm going to break free and do what I know I can do, and press on in spite of the opposition, in spite of the naysayers and the criticizers and the skeptics. I will prove them wrong. I will do it. Okay, we'll see ya.